What's up? It's Josh. It's currently 9 degrees outside. It's fucking cold. Really fucking cold. So, today we are going to the gym to do arms and the third day of the Smolov program for week 1. We haven't gotten to the introductory cycle yet. It'll be this day, and then there's another day, I think Sunday, or maybe it's Monday. I don't fucking, shut up, Taylor. Anyways, so I think we have 4 sets of 5 at 325, a set of 3 at 350, 345, something like that. 2 sets of 2 at 370, and then a single at 415. It shouldn't be that bad. So, just to kind of run down the rest of the week, I have 1 more week of break until I go back to classes, and this semester I am going to be rather busy. To put it lightly, I decided to overload out at Hanover, which means that I'm taking 1 more class than I should be. I think for everything I'm signed up for, I'll have 5 classes this semester, and then another one in spring term, which is just an abridged course that you take, because Hanover runs on a 441 schedule, so I'll end up with 10 units this year instead of 9. After this year, I'll be completely done with my history degree. Oh shit. The only thing left for my... Hang on, let me get out of Center City here. The only thing left for me to take for my history degree in Hanover will be my senior thesis. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do it over yet. And then my biology degree, I'm pretty much going to have to completely finish in 2 semesters and a spring term. Which, the way Hanover's set up, it won't be that bad. It'll be difficult, but it won't be that bad. I'll probably have to take organic chemistry over the summer, but who gives a shit? I'm not doing anything over the summer anyways, so why did I mention that? Because more than likely I will probably start staying out at Hanover to do my lifts. This is both out of convenience and because Thursday I had a little bit of an episode or accident at Fit for the King, which is the gym that I've made all of my videos at thus far. I've made a few videos out of Hanover, but most typically the videos that I upload are at Fit for the King. What happened is that I was doing heavy singles on bench press, and I did, the workout for that day consisted of 4 warm-up sets, 135 for 15. These are all competition style presses. 135 for 15, 2 sets of 205 for 12, and then 315 for a speed rep. All of that went fine. Felt good, shoulders felt good, bar placement, bar path, everything felt fine. Went up to 330, and it felt fine. It moved a little bit slower in the middle than I wanted it to, but I think that's because I kind of brought the bar a little bit down. I think I pressed about near my sternum, so that's what that was. So I decided to go up to 365. And that would have been one of the heavier presses that I've done competition style in a long time. As you guys know, I did a 415 touch and go bench press, I'd say about 2 months ago, which, take that as you will. But what happened was that when I lifted this off, everything was fine. I was in position, my feet were tucked back, tightened my glutes, my upper back was locked in. But when I went to start the press, and I started pressing, for some reason, I slid across the bench, like 4 inches backwards. And so I completely lost control of the weight. It came forward, and so my first knee-jerk reaction was that I need to get this on the lower spotting tiers, or else I'm going to have to fucking roll this down my body, which I did not want to do. And so what I did was I used whatever stability that I had left, which is pretty much me trying to fucking skull crush it backwards. I got it one side on the lower spotting tiers, but the other side completely missed it and slammed right on my fucking throat, which is why my voice kind of sounds the way that it is. They got it off of me. A couple of friends of mine, they go to the gym. I know I should have been working with spotters, but oh well. And here we are. I have a bruised larynx. It took a big ass fucking chunk out of my chin, and it's going away now, but I had a gigantic fucking red mark on from the bottom of my neck all the way up into my chin to where this thing could hit me. And that really bothers me, to be completely honest with you. Mentally, it was a big kick in the nuts. It's been quite some time since I've failed on weight like that, or on bench press in general. I mean, I've had sets to where I've gone to failure, but that was on my own accord. This was different, and I know that it isn't my fault, and I know that it's because the benches at Fit and most commercial gyms are garbage, but that shouldn't have happened, and it bothers me that it did. So, admittedly, I'm kind of scared to do bench press now. So what I'll probably start doing is that because I don't want to risk injury, and because it'll be more convenient to me personally with the way the school and work is going to be set up, is that what I'll probably start doing is just going out to Hanover, to where I can typically, for certain, stay locked in on the bench presses, because the ones out there, the material on the actual benches themselves are a lot more user-friendly. Like, you sink into the bench, and it allows a much more stable pressing position. So, yeah, there's that. And overall, I'm going to run Smolov. I'd really like to see either a 520 or a 530 squat come out of this. That'd be about an 80-90 pound PR. I made a 70-pound PR the first time I ran it, but come to find out, I was squatting on the wrong days, and I wasn't giving myself enough time, and I had still deadlifted with the program after it told me not to. So I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to back off the deadlifts. I'm also going to play with my form a little bit, see which ones I like. I did just hit a 5-rep PR of 475 on sumos, and I did some heavier working sets for me personally. My conventional and sumo are kind of polar opposites. I'm not very strong on conventional pulls. I did 3 sets of 5 with 365, which is a PR for me. All in all, I just want to see improvement just overall and in general. I'm going to really try and work on either rep PRs or incorporating different muscle groups that I seem to be neglecting over the next few weeks of training. I'd like to do a meet. I just don't know when mentally I'll be prepared to do a meet. My friend invited me to do a January meet for the USAPL, and I would have loved to do it. It's just mentally I'm not ready to do another meet. I don't feel like I'm where I need to be. I don't feel like my numbers are what I want them to be, and just I'm not ready for it. So it'll probably be a couple weeks before I do another meet, or no, a couple months before I do another meet, or I consider myself ready to do another meet. And until then, we are almost at the gym. So hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. God damn it! Hang on. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Alright guys, here we are at the gym. This was set 2 of 4 of 325 for 5. I didn't record the first 2 sets. My camera was doing some whack shit, and for some reason when I started taking the video, it just was a still frame, so I don't know what was going on there, but hope you guys don't mind. Another thing too, if you guys hear like voices in the background, those are my fucktard brothers that won't shut the fuck up, because apparently privacy in today's day and age just isn't a thing anymore. Overall, these sets moved really well. I was really happy with the depth, and I was really happy with the bar speed and bar path on these. Occasionally, I'm starting to notice, due to my neglect of supplemental hamstring and glute work, that my back is starting to kind of overtake my lift once I get out of the hole. Like I said, I know what it's from. Here lately, I haven't been doing very many subs with my squats. I think the only supplemental work that I've been doing is that occasionally I will do walking lunges with less than 135. Typically speaking, I'll just do down and back for about 10-15 meters with about 120, 125. This was the last set of 5. You can kind of see what I'm talking about with my back right about there. Yeah, it gets worse on my later sets. This typically goes away pretty quickly once I start doing just moderate supplemental work with hamstring curls, heavier weight walking lunges, bent over rows, and stuff like that. This was the set of 3 at 340. I thought I had to do 345 today, or maybe it was 350, but I put the percentages into my Smolov calculator, and it came out to be a little bit lighter than what I had hoped. Overall, this one moved really well too. I really didn't have any difficulty. God, I fucking hate this goddamn house. Anyways, sorry about that. I didn't really have any issues with doing these sets. I kind of had a bar position shift problem on my 370 for 2 sets of 2. And yeah, you can kind of see my back overtake the lift there too. Coming up is key and point of what I'm talking about here. And for those wondering why I kind of like half lifted off and then actually lifted off, I just like doing that. It kind of like puts the bar a little bit better against my upper back to where I can lock it in just a little bit more. So that's what that is. And see, good rep. And then for some odd reason, it just kind of didn't want to go up here. Yep. And my last set was 410 for a single. I decided to take my knee sleeves off and just do it in wraps to kind of get at least one rep set in. I squat raw with wraps in competition, so I tend to do my anything above 92.5 or 90% weights with wraps. I was really happy with how this moved. To be honest with you, I didn't really feel heavy, and this was a 90% single of a working max of 455. This is the third day, or I think the second workout day of Smolov. Next week we get into the base cycle, and hopefully we'll see some squat gains. Post more videos for you guys, and see you later.